Hello everybody and welcome back to more NCAA Football 13 Dynasty with the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. We are breaking out the all-silver jerseys and helmets for this game against Kentucky. So an in-state game, not really a rivalry, but it could be something in the future if we get a little rivalry going with the SEC. Kentucky Wildcats, who are better in basketball than they are in football. They're whipping out the black jerseys for this one, and we're going to have a rough start to the game. Not a surprise. This team is better than we are, but we're going to try and see what we can do now on defense to stop these guys, and they want to go long right away. Luckily, we have a smart defensive back who makes the play, and I still really need to get on learning these names. It's really bad that I don't know all these guys' names other than the last names mostly. But anyway, I'll stop going on about that. We get a nice defensive stop there, so we get the ball right back. First drives for both teams, kind of failures. And Vasquez on the nice little out route there towards the sideline, and Jakes is going to fumble the ball. And Simpson, I facepalmed, man. Simpson overshot his dive to get the ball and missed. Kentucky will go and just decide to rip us apart because we turned the ball over, and oh man. This was a tough game. About as equally tough as the Alabama game. I mean, it's just a whole different, it's the SEC and we're Western Kentucky, so it's just a completely different league. And obviously, I don't have to really tell anybody that. If you know anything about college football, you know the SEC. So anyway, so we get Rico Brown on the kickoff return and another fumble, and they get it again. So they're going to have fantastic field position here. It looked like we're going to break off a nice return, but he couldn't hold on to the ball. So now down by a field goal. And Sanders, the backup halfback, was in for the starting halfback. This guy was pretty freaking good, man. He's a tough guy to stop. So Kentucky now pounding it at us, and they're going to score a touchdown this time to go up 10-0. And we are just sitting in a bad position now where we don't want to be. But it's still, the game's not over. Long ways to go. We get a nice bow brand over the middle for a first down. And I'd like to take this time now, wide open Doyle, but I'd like to take this time to kind of discuss my play style and how I play the game overall. I play it more for realism. I play it for fun. And it's a game, not real life, so and Kawan Jakes with the sexy run, breaking tackles. Man, oh man. But I definitely play it to get mostly realistic results. It is a game, so you're going to have some wonky things happen. Some things that may not happen in real life are going to occur. And in the end zone, Beaubrand drops the touchdown catch, so we settle for a field goal to end that drive. Sad that we couldn't get a touchdown. And so I definitely play it in a way that I don't exploit things or use money plays over and over and over, and I don't well, with the exception of the first game, because I did a user pick at the end of the game. It was kind of cheap actually, but I won't do that again. And then Sanders, they're going to go up by 2 touchdowns now late in the second quarter. And now we're going to have Jakes rolling out. Oh man. And he's going to get hit hard. And he's injured. And guess what? Kawan Jakes, our starting quarterback, our star starting quarterback, is out for 10 weeks. Yes, you heard me right. 10 weeks. I believe it was a dislocated shoulder. And he is going, or something to that effect. I played this game a couple days ago. And he's a senior, so basically 10 weeks, that puts him out for pretty much the rest of the season, unless we make a bowl game, which he'll probably play in if we make one. Then King burns our defense. We blitzed, got caught on it, and Kentucky now destroying us by 3 freaking touchdowns. The very first play of our next drive, ball tipped, intercepted, but that would be all that would happen in the first half, so we jump to the third quarter now. So, yeah, when I play defense, I don't switch players a lot except to occasionally make a tackle in certain circumstances, but I don't use or pick. I don't use or catch on offense. On defense, I mostly like to let players play to their ratings, and just kind of let things play out. I like to go with my play call and just let things play out a little bit more. When it comes to offense, I like controlling the guys. I just don't do user catches. So I'm going to say this, I'm not very good at the game. I've been playing the NCAA series for years. I've been playing it since, I think, NCAA 2000, and my dad had been playing it earlier versions of the series long before then. But I had really started playing it in NCAA 2000 and every year since. But I still just, it is what it is. I'm still not great at it, so I'm going to suck. I don't make these videos to show skill or how good I am, because I'm not good. So if you're looking for that, you're not going to find that here at all. I just do it for fun, and I want to see, can we get this Western Kentucky team to be good? Can I get my coach to maybe a bigger school or something? We'll see where that takes us. And I guess I may have mentioned this before, but I am playing on Heisman with some custom sliders. They're the same sliders that my online Dynasty that I'm participating in that we use, and I may post those sliders or show them in a video sometime, because I think they're really, really great sliders. I just love how they feel. And a beautiful play to the sideline. They're just, our defense was getting destroyed. And then, if we could have had that fumble recovery, man, but that was third down, so they had to punt it away anyway. Simpson had a pretty solid day. Most of our offense was struggling, especially after Kawan Jakes was injured. Our backup quarterback, going to pretty much be the starter for the rest of the season, Morrow. Hopefully he doesn't get injured, and you see here kind of cheesing it, and boom, another fumble that goes to them, but they wouldn't do anything on the ensuing drive, thankfully for us. There's Simpson again. He's not too bad out of the backfield receiving either when you need him. We get Brown, Rico Brown, number 4. Pretty nice receiver to have over there. We've got a couple solid receivers, Brand and Brown, and Doyle, of course, our tight end. He had a good day too. Man, I love this tight end. I love him. He's got some good hands for a big guy. So then we get Simpson again. Keyshawn Simpson blasting through, and now we're threatening to score. Simpson's going to power his way ahead, and we finally get a touchdown on the board here. Nice overhead view there of him plowing through. So 24-10 Kentucky leads with 4.5 minutes now. Sanders, man, this guy just breaks tackle after tackle after tackle. And, man, oh man, they were destroying us with the running game. And the fullback now, I mean, it's just they were killing us. They were killing us. Part of the problem, I guess I should talk about how I want to run the team. Because generally, I'm a very run-oriented type guy. I like to run the ball a lot, and if possible, run the option. Now, with Jake's being injured, running the option is going to be a little bit less of a thing, because he's a quick quarterback, and I don't think our backup is very, very quick at all. So it's frustrating because that takes that dynamic out. And then we fumble it. 4 fumbles on the day, and they recovered every single one. So we turned the ball over a total of 6 times. 4 fumbles and 2 interceptions. And it was just a bad, bad day. So Sanders gets a touchdown. They're up 34-10. Now we're just kind of playing like we were in the Alabama game, just playing to get some consolation points. You know, I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. We've lost the game. And Doyle over the top beats the linebacker pretty easily there, so it's a touchdown. It was a nice touchdown, but of course, again, it doesn't really matter because we lost this game anyway. The final would be 34-17. Kentucky wins, so that will be our second loss in a row. We dropped to 1-2, heading into our final out-of-conference game against Southern Miss. And that'll be an interesting one. I think we'll match up better against Southern Miss than we did against Alabama or Kentucky, but they're still a tough team out of the Conference USA. They've got a pretty solid offense. You see their Sanders, 139 yards, 3 touchdowns on 17 carries. What a day for him. But a frustrating game for us with those turnovers. If we hadn't turned the ball over 6 times, I'd like to think we would have had a chance in this game. But that's what happens when you play teams that are a lot better than you. Things like this happen. Simpson had a pretty good day. 13 rushes, 80 yards, and a touchdown. Doyle, 5 receptions, 90 yards, and a touchdown. Our star tight end out of Elkhart, Indiana. Here you see the defensive stats. So, pretty rough game for our guys. But I'm really enjoying this dynasty. I'm really having a lot of fun with it and getting it moving along. I have not had a lot of success in getting guys to commit and recruiting. When I have guys committing and recruiting, I'll show that. I'm not really into showing all the recruiting because it's kind of time consuming and will add a little bit more to the video than I really want. If you really want to see recruiting, you can let me know and I'll consider it. But for the time being, I'll just show when guys are committing or if they're going to other places. But that's that. Here are the team stats if you're interested. Again, the big stat is our 6 turnovers to their 0. Frustrating to say the least, and we lost our starting quarterback. So it's going to be an interesting rest of the season. I'm Jammer1031. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see you all next time.